When your dog presses their nose against your hand in the middle of the night, do you actually know what they are doing? Most owners smile, pull the blanket a little closer, and fall back asleep. But what is happening in that moment goes so far beneath the surface that most people spend years sharing a bed with their dog and never once understand what their dog has been communicating. Something is being said, something rooted in evolutionary biology, in attachment science, in a depth of loyalty that researchers are only beginning to measure properly. And if you have been reading it as simple affection, which most owners do, you have been missing the real message entirely. There is one signal in particular I want you to stay for, because once you understand it, you will never look at your dog the same way again. 1. The choice itself is the message. The easy assumption is straightforward. Your dog is small, the bed is soft, warmth is available, but that assumption collapses under the slightest pressure. Your dog knows where every warm surface in your home is, the sunlit patch on the kitchen tile, the corner beside the heating vent, the cushion on the armchair that holds heat for hours after you stood up. Every one of those spots is available. Every one of them is quiet, undisturbed, and perfectly comfortable. So why does your dog cross the entire house, jump onto your bed, and settle against your body specifically? Sleep is the most vulnerable moment in any animal's existence. Every instinct a dog carries says that sleep is when danger arrives, and yet knowing that your dog chooses you, that is not convenience, that is not habit. That is a declaration. 2. Your dog is doing something to your body that you cannot do for yourself. Research measuring physiological responses during close human-dog contact has found that cortisol, the hormone your body produces under stress, drops measurably when a bonded dog is in physical contact with their owner. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure decreases, your nervous system moves out of its alert state and into something quieter. But here is what most people never realize. The same shift happens in your dog simultaneously. You are not hosting your dog in your bed. You are both, without knowing it, regulating each other's biology. Night after night beside you, your dog's breathing begins to synchronize with yours. Their body learns your resting rhythm at a level that goes beyond behavior. It becomes physiological memory. 3. Your dog gave themselves a job the night they first climbed in beside you. Look carefully at where they position themselves. Near your feet, pressed against your back, facing the bedroom door with their chin on their paws. That placement was not chosen at random. Dogs descend from pack animals where rest was never fully unguarded. Members of the group position themselves during sleep to cover entry points, to watch the perimeter, to stay between their companions and whatever moved in the dark. Your dog still carries that wiring completely intact. A dog sleeping near the door is watching the entry point. A dog pressed along your spine is covering your blind side. A dog at your feet is positioned where they can move fastest. They know this is a house. They know there is no wilderness outside. But instinct does not negotiate with what the brain knows. Something older than knowledge says, this person belongs to my group and my group does not sleep unguarded. 4. Every position they take is a specific message and you have been reading none of them. When your dog curls into a tight ball beside you, nose tucked close to their tail, they are holding their most protective shape. The abdomen, the most physically vulnerable part of any animal, is shielded. They feel safe enough to be near you. But there is still a thread of self-protection woven through the trust. Now watch the dog who sprawls completely open, legs loose, belly fully exposed, body without a single point of tension. Every survival instinct a dog possesses tells them to guard that exposed underside. A dog who rolls open beside you has switched every one of those instincts off entirely. That is not relaxation. That is the deepest emotional safety a dog is capable of expressing. And the dog who turns their back to you while sleeping is not pulling away. In pack behavior, turning your back to another member is one of the purest signals of trust that exists. It means you have no need to watch them. It means you know with complete certainty that they will not harm you. Your dog's back is a compliment most owners take as a quiet rejection. 5. Your dog dismantled thousands of years of evolutionary programming to match your schedule. Dogs are biologically built to be most alert at dawn and dusk. That is what their ancestors hunted by. That is what evolution spent thousands of generations constructing. A dog's internal rhythm has no natural reason to align with a human who stays up past midnight and sleeps through sunrise. And yet, bonded dogs shift. They sleep longer when you sleep. They wake when you move. They anticipate your alarm, your coffee, your morning routine with an accuracy that genuinely surprises people who have never seen it before. This is not something you trained. It is something your dog chose through sustained attention across months and years, until your pattern became their pattern, because being near you when you are present became more important than anything evolution originally built them for. 6. Your dog detected that something was wrong before you admitted it to yourself. Have you ever walked through your front door after a difficult day, said nothing to anyone, kept your expression neutral, and found your dog already beside you before you reached the sofa? That is not coincidence. Research has confirmed that dogs detect changes in human cortisol levels through scent alone. Your body chemistry shifts when you are under stress, and your dog's nose, between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than yours, registers that shift the moment you walk in. Beyond scent, your posture has changed. Your breathing pattern has changed. The micro-expressions crossing your face have changed. Your dog is reading every signal simultaneously, cross-referencing them against the detailed map of your baseline they built by sleeping beside you night after night. And this is why the bedroom matters so much. Sleeping beside you gives your dog more than comfort. It gives them data. They learn how you breathe when you are calm, how your body moves when you are restless, how your scent changes when your mind is heavy. So when something is different, they do not need an explanation. They notice the change before you put it into words, and often their quiet presence beside you is not random affection. It is their way of saying, I know something is wrong and I am staying close. 7. If they have pulled away, do not dismiss it. A dog who slept beside you for years and then stopped is communicating something real. The first possibility to consider is physical health. Dogs instinctively withdraw when they are in pain. It is ancient. Hide the weakness. Do not expose the vulnerability. If your dog is older and suddenly choosing solitude, a conversation with your veterinarian is not an overreaction. Beyond health, examine what changed in the environment. A new person, a new animal, a shift in routine that felt minor to you and felt enormous to them. And sometimes it is purely emotional. If something frightened your dog in that space, if a conflict occurred there, if something in that room became associated with distress, they will create distance to protect themselves. They are not withdrawing from you. They are telling you something has shifted the same way they have always told you everything, through behavior, through position, through presence and absence. Your dog chose you as the safest place they knew. If that has changed, they are still choosing. They are just asking you to pay attention.